The Neutrik Silent Plug. It's one connector that can actually improve your performances. These videos are made possible by the incredible people whose names are on the screen right now. Join them by becoming a channel member here on YouTube or join the crew on Patreon linked below. Thank you so much for helping out. We've all been there, behind the console or on stage with the guitar even. It's usually just a momentary lapse in the rush to get on with playing some music, but the guitar swap can often get done without hitting the tuner or mute switch first, and the result can be anything from a quick moment of levity with the audience as you laugh it off, to damaged gear or pissed off band members who had that input gassed up in their in-ears. The Silent Plug is designed primarily for guitar players. This plug should be fitted to the guitar end of the cable and comes in a straight or right angle version to make that easier for every guitar. The functional principle is that it simply shorts the cable at the instrument end until it is plugged in, and that avoids pops as you unplug and reconnect with a live amp or live connection to the PA system. In practice, though, this is done with a reed switch that is engaged and disengaged by a magnet that moves with this little collar. When the plug is disconnected, that magnet closes the switch, shorting the tip to the sleeve, and when the magnet is retracted by being plugged back in again, the switch returns open, breaking that connection and allowing the cable to work as normal instantly. It's a really nice piece of engineering in such a small and mission-critical application. There's not a lot of leeway with guitar cables, really. Any slight break or intermittent connections will immediately be noticed and literally amplified. And if you've had an output jack or cable go bad during a gig before, you'll know how it goes down. So the Silent Plug switching is rock solid though. Its hermetically sealed switching contacts help ensure a clean, reliable switch every time, and the lifespan of this connector is rated to exceed 1,000 mating cycles. Assembly instructions are very simple from Neutrik's PDFs as always. The brass contacts are easily accessible for soldering without any unusual drama. You can use up to 18 gauge wire in a cable with a 4 to 7 millimeter outside diameter. You should pay special attention to the cable preparation instructions for the proper lengths and how to go about that, and that'll be really important to help you getting these cables assembled quickly, especially on that right angle version. It's kind of critical to get that right so that everything fits together smoothly. Now, both the straight and right angle versions are incredibly well built, both made in Europe, though the straight version is the only one with that rubber coating. The right angle does not have that. Not that it's hard to grip at all. It's very easy to work with. It's not slippery. The right angle version also is flat on the underside, and if you're plugging into a Les Paul or an acoustic guitar where you want to have the least amount of stuff dangling out the end as possible, this is a really nice clean way to achieve that look as well. The prep work you do before assembling is really important. Pay extra attention to the instructions Neutrik gives us. It's good to keep a small ruler on hand as well to check your work as you go. It might seem really simple, but an extra millimeter too much or too little on one or more wires can really make assembling modern connectors a struggle. It's been a tough lesson to learn over the years, but taking your time and prepping things the best you can before you pick up the iron really makes the whole process much faster, and your results will be much more consistent. You might wonder if there's any heat shrink involved in this assembly, and the answer from me is no. It's definitely not everyone's choice, but unless the manufacturer calls for adding additional materials specifically to the assembly, I don't do it. You can if you like though, it's your work to stand behind. You can see how well the Silent Plugs work here. They cut off all the additional noise you would usually get unplugging and plugging in guitar cables. As far as I can tell, the action is near silent. I'd also doubt that many guitar players would notice anything different about this cable if they came across it on stage connected to a DI box. As soon as they plug it in, it's business as usual, and just picking these up, they feel like a premium connector already. So we've got one each of the straight and the 90-degree silent plugs left, and would like to give them away to somebody watching this video. Leave a comment and let us know why you need them, and someone will be picked from all of the answers at the end of the month. You've got to be subscribed to the channel to be picked, and you've got to be in the United States for shipping on this one. So thanks for joining in and leaving a comment. That's all for the Neutrik silent plug. Big thanks again to Neutrik for sending these and a few other connectors over for us to try and share on the channel. These are really interesting specialty connectors, and I hope some folks saw them here for the first time and will try them out in the future. Thanks for watching.